nigga fly as me, ain't a nigga cold as me, ain't another nigga got a swag quite like. But hold up, that's the way I feel. But hold up, but that's the way I feel.
Yo, man, I am swinging and banging on these ones and twos. It is cold as hell in the garage, but I'm here with you. Got my gratitudes. Look, I'm dead serious, man. We're gonna have to make our official start time around 8 o'clock because the bus gets here between 7:45 and 8. And y'all know I can't take the wheelchair down the hill to get the wheelchair back up the hill to the bus. Instead, it requires me to kind of sit around the edge of the house, and I'm just stuck waiting. And she waves me from down the street, and I can barely see her waving at me. But once she turns the corner, I don't see shit. And dog, I am not leaving my bus duty station because I can't even see when the bus shows up. All I can do is just see parents' cars slowly pulling off. And I'm not leaving my bus duty spot until I see every single car pull off. So that's me, and that's the reason why your boy comes in a little bit late these days. We need to make this official start time 8 o'clock. I'm gonna give that shout out to y'all. That is a question to everybody. That is a question to everybody part of the agency. Is it cool if we push this thing back to 8 o'clock? Because your boy need a little bit more time. Now let's get into these gratitudes. My intention today, gotta keep the smile going. I know I am close to a breakthrough. So I gotta keep the smile going because y'all know the closer you are to getting something that you really, really want, when you really, really pushing for it, man, you swear shit starts going wrong. You swear things start messing up. That's where the smile comes in at. I know that's coming. I know shit's supposed to fuck up. That's why I gotta keep grinning. Did all my yoga, my manifestation, everything yesterday. I got about 80 ounces of water in, so that's like 4 days in a row with the water doing good after doing terrible with the water all weekend. Call to action, y'all know I'm telling you every single day. Go to allthingsoneLove.com. Check out the Black History Story.
Old man told me not come to sleep but a dream. So when you see that paint gleam, then know I'm living my dream.
Today, the Black History Story is on Phillis Wheatley. Phillis Wheatley is the first published African-American poet in U.S. history. And look, man, I've done the Black History Projects. I've told y'all about that. She has been on my list, but none of my students has ever done Phillis Wheatley before. I've never done a project on Phillis Wheatley. It wasn't until today, watching the story, that I actually became aware. Dog, I swear I didn't know it would have been a bigger part of my history. It would have been a huge part of my history days. If I would have known or remembered, Phillis Wheatley was actually kidnapped from Africa, man. She was like 7 or 8 years old and actually kidnapped from Africa, brought here to the States. She was here in the States, and at the age of 7, the colonizers that bought her were trying to prove a point. They did experiment to see if slaves could learn and do anything like whites. Phillis Wheatley is 7 or 8 years old. Of course, we don't know the real age because they didn't keep records of us and shit back then. She's 7 or 8 years old, and within 16 months, she learns the entire English language. Within another year, she learns Greek, and within another year, she learns Latin. That means within 3 years, she comes here as an enslaved child of 7 or 8. And within 3 years, she learns English, Greek, and Latin. That shit blew my mind. She became so accomplished and so good at this. She was blowing the white folks' minds. At the age of 20, that's when she got published. And because she was so good at this, she actually wrote George Washington letters during the American Revolution, encouraging him and telling him how he had the support of blacks because she hoped and believed and wished and everything that he was going to rock and free the blacks. And instead, we all know Washington just led the Americans to victory, free of Britain, and Britain actually ended slavery, and kept rocking with the slavery here. She wrote him, and George Washington, the motherfucker, actually wrote her back, told her how awesome she was, how beautiful she was, called her madam, and wanted to meet her. Now, no historical records will tell us if he actually met Phillis Wheatley or not. But that's just wild out when you think about the value of that. To be 7 or 8 years old, kidnapped and brought to an entirely fucked up place where your people and people who look like you are enslaved. You learn the language, you blow their minds, you do things to elevate yourself, you write to the leaders of these people that are enslaving your people, and you're doing all this shit from the age of 7 to the age of 20. Dog, that is a hell of a goddamn story. And I've always rocked with Sojourner Truth because of the name, Sojourner Truth. I named my son Truth. But damn, Phillis, I didn't know she was doing it like that, man. Hell of a story. Hell of a story.
Hold up. But that's the way I feel. I got a beast mentality, dog. I eat until I'm full. Right now I'm in grind mode, so now pass me a Red Bull.
Let me get y'all to these gratitudes because I know y'all got stuff to do. You just can't listen to me talk all day. Number 1, gratitude. The freeze is back here in Texas, and I am good because my partner has made me some cookies. I use these edible cookies and I ain't got to go outside. I don't have to worry about falling outside. It's cold. I'm shivering and shaking and everything. I don't have to worry about any of that. I can wake up, have an edible, and keep my ass right here warm where I'm supposed to be. 1,000 thank yous, homie, for looking out for your boy. Yo, it's the reason why I'm still here. Number 2, I balled out last night and I paid for my daughter's birthday dinner. Pops your collar on that one. I appreciate doing all of that kind of stuff because it wasn't too long ago where your boy didn't have no job, no income, dealing with all this shit. Everything was on the wife. So, man, when I can do stuff like pay for the dinners and pay for parties, and it never gets old. I never get tired of this shit now. Last one. It is a good thing that we kept that regularly as printer because my daughter is having a birthday party and she wants to do the old school printed invites for her birthday party. You would think it's 2022, they're doing all evites, electric invites. No, she wants the old school invites. So because we got this regular ass printer and nobody knew where it was except me, it was right where I told them, boom, we can print these stuff out. She could take it to school tomorrow, which is a half day, and have her half day of awesomeness and pass out the invites to her birthday party. Your boy get to be a hero. Y'all be pretty, stay grateful. Check out allthingsoneLove.com for the Black History Story to scoop you a gratitude journal. I'm out. So schools are teaching your kids how to read and write. And you teach your kids the difference between right and wrong. You bring them a character education course. That way they are learning that they are in charge of their education. You get them a character education course so they are learning confidence, so that they are creating confidence. And more importantly, they believe in themselves. That's the point of a character education course. Sign your kids up and I will see you in class. Be pretty, stay grateful. I salute you. See y'all in there.